Hey guys, it's Babypowder, and it's the end of the week, which means it's time for us to do another mailbox cleanout for our 200 run series part 2. And this is going to be for week 8. Last week was a pretty sad week. We usually aim for hitting somewhere around 200,000. Of course, we always want to beat the week before, and we're trying to also beat our week or our series 1. Because our series 1, we actually kind of slow played it because we only added items from one farm every single week, whereas this time we're adding stuff from multiple farms. We're rushing to get things up on the auction house, so we actually built our stock a little bit faster, and we kind of revamped the list as far as what farms we do next off of what we learned from series 1. But yeah, we're still gonna have bad weeks, so just kind of happens with what's going on. So last week we only made 70,959 gold, which is even below 100,000. Really don't want to see that, but still not the lowest we've seen with series 1. Series 1 even had a week that was like right around 62,000. So hopefully we won't have too many of those. Hopefully we'll bounce back this week. We'll be over 200,000 and we'll keep rolling on and get closer to our goal of 10 million. But before we get into the review completely and we get to our druids and see how much gold we made this week, if you do like these videos, smash the big thumbs up. It lets me know that you like it and also helps out the channel. Also, do not forget to hit the subscribe button and the notification bell so you don't miss the next one. All right, guys, so once again, we only made 70,959 gold. But before that, we were doing pretty good. We've already made 1,126,000 so far since we started this series. Only on week 8 means we've only done 7 weeks worth of cleanouts so far, but now today we'll be up to 8. We do this between 2 different realms, Proudmoore and Thrall. Same exact realms we did with the series 1. I went ahead and wiped all the loot off, put them on 2 other realms, and we do still track, how much gold we're making off those items since we moved them to the other realms. The last week they actually did really well with those old items, with not adding anything else to them. We made 506,000 gold. But if you see this week, we only made 84,000 gold. So hopefully we'll make some good gold here. I do also have like 2 other realms you guys don't see, which I also make more gold on as well. but yeah, really hoping to see some good numbers here since they had a bad week last week. So far as how our realms are performing, Proudmoore is doing the best at 670,000 versus Thrall at 456,000. And with that leaves us with 8,873,000 left to make to reach our goal of 10 million. We have now made 908,000 gold with transmog alone, which that's mostly what we're farming. A lot of these farms are dungeons and things. We do get some materials here and there, but it's not a whole lot, but it does help out. I mean, we got 218,000 gold with just materials, which is not bad, seeing that our main focus is dungeons and things. But I think that's going to pretty much wrap it up. As far as what we did this past week, we added islands for week 2. This week coming up, we'll be adding islands week 3. That'll complete our islands. You see, I do have them on the list again to do later on. But yeah, that'll complete it for this week. We also did add the loot from the northern eastern kingdom zones. That was the other one. We're going to be delayed with the southern eastern kingdom zones because it seems to be that some things out in the open world are nerfed as far as drop rates go. So I kind of cut it short on that, and we went ahead and hopped over to Scarlet Monastery Old, and we're working on that right now. So but anyway, let's go ahead and hop over to our very first druid, which is going to be our low value bank alt on Proudmoore, then high value, and then we'll do materials, and then we'll do the same thing for Thrall. All right, guys, so our first bank alt here, let's check it out, see if we got any sales. And we do. Oh, got some expires too. Let me just clear those out real quick. Won't worry about cutting this out because I mean it's not going to fill it up, but it's a good thing we're getting this done now before we have a whole thing of them here. But yeah, all right, we got 18 sales, 21,014 gold, not bad, starting us out. Of course, we'd like to see it somewhere around the 40,000 range or even higher. But still, it's not the worst. It's not bad at all. Especially since it's only 18 sales and we're over 20,000. That's good. Means we made about 1,000 gold per sale average. Let's go and take a look here. We got design Eye of the Night, 1,000 gold. We got design of the Chain of Twilight Owl for 2,700. I'm pretty sure those are both Outlands. Glorious Belt for almost 3,000. pattern for the Stylus Blue shirt for almost 1,800. And then one of the Nat Pagle books at 5,600 gold. Definitely take that over the like less than 1,000 gold they were selling for before. And then we got a plundered Ember Crystal Staff. So one of our island pieces, at least one of the low value ones, for almost 1,900 there. All right, guys. So now on the high value bank alt for Proudmoore, we've got 10 sales, 132,688 gold. Not bad at all. Already over 100,000. So that's already doing way better than last week. Looking really, really good. Love to see that. Hopefully we can keep doing it with Thrall as well. Let's take a look and see what we got. Got one for only 1,000 here. Outrunners. Dream Seeker Dandelion sold for 7,400. Glory's Breastplate, 32,000, almost 33,000. Very nice on that one right there. I remember selling these things for like 12,000 gold piece. So really nice to see that value on this realm. And same realm too. Nightblade here for 43,700. Not bad at all. Rusty Captain's Hook, only 1,600. We got the Barbaric Cloth Vest for 22,000. Not bad. Torellin Spalders here, 9,300. Going to assume that came from Islands. I'm not 100%, but I'm assuming that came from Islands. I could be wrong. Sparrowbow Mantle for 4,500. Prospector Boots, almost 4,000. Prospector Boots, always good. Firekin Headgear, that's definitely from Islands, 5,200. Not bad. And 132,688 gold. Again, looking really good already. I mean, that's already put us at like 150,000. I mean, Thrall doesn't have to do much, and we still have materials to go check out. All right, guys, so our last bank alt for Proudmoore, the materials plus maybe some pets from Islands. We've got 22 sales, 5,467 gold. Not the best, not the worst. Though really, we didn't really get much as far as materials because we were all kind of like all over the place killing mobs. But then again, some of our dungeons we don't really get much either, so probably about similar. Hopefully we got some other sales in here though. Let's see. We did sell Captain Nib, so one of the pets from Islands, for 3,700. Not a bad amount there for one of those pets. Other than that, yeah, some of the cheaper pets as well, but mostly it's just, you know, random, you know, little bits of materials here and there from where we're farming the Northern Eastern Kingdom zones. All right, guys, so we're starting over now, but this time it's with Thrall. Let's check it out. We've got 14 sales, 36,904 gold. So already, I mean, that's starting out better than Proudmoore. So hopefully they can just keep it rolling because, yeah, they weren't doing too hot last week with the high value. But neither one were actually doing really good. I mean, we made like 30,000 each realm. But yeah, hopefully they can keep it rolling. We can make even more. Let's see here what we got here. 14 sales. We've got Trapper Gloves, 5,400. We've got the Beazles Basher at 2,300. We've got the Skull Lance Shield, 5,800. Fallen Rune Lord's Shoulders. I'm not sure where those come from. I know these are kind of like just random blue world drops. Fallen Rune Lord Shoulders, 7,600 though, not bad. Probably an Islands item. We got the, or me, could have been from Northern Eastern Kingdom zones. Gauntlets of Purification for 3,100. We've got the Sage's Cloth here for 6,600. And then we've got Vanguard Gauntlets for only 1,400. Some other decent stuff, but just selling really, really low here. One at almost 1,000 gold here. All right, guys. So our last bank transmog bank alt, but our high value bank alt for Thrall, they still have materials. But let's go ahead and take a look. And already we're already above what we did with the last series for this week, but we're still below them because we did so bad last week. They actually, you know, have made more than us so far, but maybe not after this. 9 sales, 240,000 gold. There we go. Come on, Thrall. Now you are catching back up to Proudmoore. I'm loving it. That's great. Even though it's not competition, we're just trying to hit 10 million. Let's see what they got here. Really not bad for only 9 sales. Let's see. Lofty Legs, 74, almost 7,500. We've got Jade Legs for 20. Man, a lot of people, since those drops been nerfed, now I guess they're buying these pieces that normally drop at Solithus. Jade Legs for almost 24,000. Prospector Boots for 7,600. We've got the Razor Fin Shoulders here, 116,000. Nice, very nice on that one. That's islands right there. Pattern for the blue workman's shirt, almost 39,000. Pretty good. Seeing that, you know, they usually sell, I know they're valued at like 90,000 to 100,000, but man, they usually sell for me around 9,000. So this is actually a really good sale. This is I really like seeing that, almost 40,000 there. Scarlet Initiate robes for 11,000. So that came from our Northern Eastern Kingdom zones, right outside of Scarlet Monastery. The Knoll hammer here sold for 11,000. Again, that's actually from doing the Northern Eastern Kingdom zones. So is this the Trog Club, 11,000. Talari Longblade, now that's Outlands. It's almost 12,000 for that one. Not bad at all for those items. 240,000. Although the Scarlet Initiate robes is sold at about the value that the actual shield there, you know, that drops sells for, whereas this was a lot more valuable, it says anyway. But you know, we got quite a few. I think I got like 3 of them here, so I'm not too worried about it. It's what it is. It's sold. All right, guys. So last bank alt for week 8 for series 2. Let's see how good we can close it out now. We've got 13 sales, only 1,100 gold. So, I mean, hey, it's better than 0. We're not really going after materials. Every little bit helps, but would like to try to see, you know, still got auction house modules from WOD stuff. We still got the pets. Would like to see some of that stuff move. I mean, I feel like the pets moved pretty fast last time. So did the modules. It seems like they're moving a little bit slower. It did take us a little while on like the open world farm modules versus the dungeon ones, but man, we're still sitting on a bunch of the dungeon ones. But anyway, 1120. Doesn't look like we really have too much in there. I mean, the highest thing is the Silicon Power Sequencer, which is actually just a piece, I think, to make one of the open world ones. I don't think it's the actual module. No, it would say module something. So yeah, it's just one of the pieces. So nice to get rid of some of those, I guess, but would like to actually see, you know, us actually get rid of the actual module itself and make some decent gold. Breath of Wind sold for a nice amount. I mean, it's only one piece, but 161 gold, not bad. And not bad for only 3 Essence of Undeath. All right, guys, so back to our sheet here. We've got 431,136 gold for Transmog alone. Really, really good. 6,587 gold for our materials, which is down from last week, but still, it's not the worst we've ever seen. And that brings us to a grand total this week for 437,723 gold, which is more than we've made for any of our cleanouts so far. Now, granted, it's followed by it's following a very, very low cleanout, like our lowest since we actually started, you know, seeing sales with our transmog and stuff. I mean, yeah, our lowest, of course, was our second week, but it was the same with series 1. We were still kind of building up, and the first week's only a little bit higher because we actually got a bunch of materials that week. So other than that, I mean, that is pretty much our lowest week was last week. But we bounced right back, 437,000. That actually, if you see here now, I did add up like what we've made so far with series 1, and you see we were actually below them before, but we are above them now by 149,000 gold is how much we're above series 1. So good, we're beating series 1. That's the main goal, to actually beat. I mean, series 1 was great, but it was kind of like a slow build up, so we want to actually be ahead this time. Granted, I would like to be way more ahead than just 149,000, but as long as we can keep on beating them, we'll get there a lot faster. But anyway, as far as how much gold we've made so far since we've started, it is 1,564,000, which we kind of just went over. We've made more than we made with series 1 so far. We also beat series 1's week at only 193,000. On week 8 with series 1, we made over 400,000. With week 2, I still don't know why this thing will not center these and keep it that way. Maybe I have to go through each and every single one of them and do it, because I mean, I've tried to highlight the whole column and do it, and it just doesn't work. But anyway, guys, as far as our realms go, or we'll go over the categories. As far as our transmog, now we are actually over 1 million gold in transmog alone made since we've started doing this series. We've made 1,339,000 with transmog alone. We are now at 225,000 gold with materials. Again, our main focus is transmog though. As far as our realms go, do Thrall is going to catch up a little bit. They haven't caught up completely, but again, it's not a competition, but it's still nice to see how the realms are kind of performing. But Thrall made 278,000 over top of Proudmoore only making 159,000 this week. But honestly, I'm very excited with how well both realms did. I mean, none of them had goose eggs. Both of their high value tunes had over 100,000. That's always a good week when that happens. We have now though made 829,000 on Proudmoore and 735,000 with Thrall. This now leaves us with only 8,435,000 left to make to hit our goal of 10 million. But anyway, guys, I think that's pretty much going to wrap it up. If you guys, again, do like these videos, smash the big thumbs up. Lets me know that you like it. Also helps out the channel. And I really appreciate it. And don't forget the subscribe button and the notification bell so you don't miss the next one, especially with me moving the days around as far as when I'm actually doing these videos. Again, this one is being recorded on Sundays, coming out on Monday, and then Wednesday for the loot video, which again, the loot video is going to be on Scarlet Monastery and our last week of islands because of the whole open world thing. Hopefully they'll get fixed soon. We'll get to go back into our Southern Eastern Kingdom zones. If it doesn't though, by the next week, we'll be doing Alderman. So, but anyway, guys, that's going to do it for me in this one. I hope to see you all sometime live on Twitch and in the next video. Take care, guys.